So it's much better to do this at the house, and knowing people who have tools that you need. People might have parts that you can need. People are going to rape you over the coals. And when you're out on the road, they're just waiting.
Like vultures.
They're just waiting for you. They're just sitting there. When that phone rings, they're going, we got another one, boys. So I've been through that plenty of times. I've been an owner-operator. I haven't been an owner-operator for 30 years. I've been an owner-operator for, what?
18.
18. But I've been driving trucks steadily since 92. I learned how to drive in 78, I think it was. And I drove a little bit back in the 70s and a little bit in the 80s. But in 92, that's when I started driving officially, full time, and started off driving for Dallas Mavis out of Springfield, Tennessee, and it's pretty much been my bread and butter ever since then. And I can tell you some horror stories about shops across America. I can't really tell you a good experience. I really cannot. I just can't. So, man, I remember one time I had a transmission. I was driving down the road, and that, speaking of Dallas Mavis, it was for Dallas Mavis, and my temperature gauge said 350 degrees on transmission temperature. He said, oh, you need to get it in the shop. So I pulled off in Texarkana there. They had a transmission shop. Oh, what a nightmare that was. So they got the transmission out and said, yeah, it needed to be rebuilt. So they gave them the go-ahead to rebuild it. Well, it had been a few days, and I'd been staying in a motel room, so I decided I'd get out and do something. I walked on over there, and it was day shift, and the day shift was coming to an end, and they let you walk in the garage at the time, and I walked in the garage, and I was talking to the mechanic. He said, oh yeah, it's all put together, it's just can't get it to move. And so I guess I'm gonna have to take it back apart. But my shift is over with, and next shift I have to take care of it. And so he clocked out, and then the other shift came on, and he started putting the transmission in the truck. And I said, why are you putting it in the truck? I said, did you get it to turn? He said, no, I didn't get it to turn. I said, well, the other mechanic said that he had to take it back apart because something was wrong, something didn't go together right. He said, oh, well, we're gonna put it in the truck. So he put it in the truck and mounted it all up. It wouldn't turn, nothing. So you know what they did? They got a big truck, and they drug it out of the garage, drug it across the parking lot in gear, dragging the tires, trying to make it go, make that transmission roll. And then after they couldn't get it to, after they put flat spots all over the duals, dragging it all over the parking lot, they drag it back in and decided to take the transmission out. And then they broke something in the transmission and wanted to charge. They wanted to charge the people that I drove for $10,000 for the original rebuild, and they wanted to charge them $10,000 more to rebuild it again. And it was so they called me and asked me what was going on, and I told them what I witnessed. Well, they wouldn't let me back in that garage no more. And next time I went up there, they said, you can't go in the garage. Well, when they finally fixed it, and it was like 7 days, they said they wanted to charge them $17,000. And mind you, could buy a brand new transmission for $4,000.
Oh, man.
So, anyway,
man.
So I got back, and they said, well, we're really glad you witnessed all that because we're fighting it. And I said, well. But anyway, that's just one of my nightmare stories, ladies and gentlemen. I could go on and on and on about nightmare stories. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, out there when you're on the road, they're just waiting for you. They're just waiting for you. Whatever it costs, whatever it takes to get your equipment home, to a decent mechanic, one you can trust, you might want to risk it and take the cost to do that, because man, you're out there on the road, man, they'll slice your throat. So anyway, that's why I brought my truck back here, and that's why I'm fixing to take my old tire body and get it up under and get to work. Have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. God bless, and later.